Hey everyone, and thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it tremendously. Today's date is February 27th, 2018, and I've just returned home from attending a ceremony up in Parkland, Florida. The ceremony I went to was located at the recreational park, which is just located down the street from Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, where 17 young people lost their lives on February 14th of this year in a horrific shooting. The ceremony was brought together tonight by a group that came all the way from Hawaii. They call themselves the Lei of Aloha, and you might notice I'm fidgeting a little bit. I'm actually wearing one of the leis that was put together over in Hawaii, made out of tea leaves. So the reason I ended up there tonight was I actually have a friend of mine. His name is Philip Steinbacher, and he's a teacher. He teaches in Hawaii, and we used to work together many years ago at Disney, and he and a whole bunch of other teachers on all of the islands helped organize over the course of 3 days. All of the students in Hawaii after this horrific event got together, and they went out and they picked tea leaves and they put together and handmade every single one of these leis. And all of the leis combined created a length of about 3 miles. It's a pretty huge feat. And then a contingency of those students and teachers all flew here from Hawaii to present the leis to the victims and their families and to the community of Parkland. They did a ceremony yesterday at the high school, and then tonight they did a ceremony at the park for the community. And in this particular park, they have a number, a whole entire area. There's the American Red Cross is set up there. This is where the teachers and students can go. There's crisis counseling happening there. In addition, there are memorials set up throughout the park for all 17 victims. It's certainly been an emotional night, I'm not gonna lie to you. One of the hardest things I've ever done was attend this ceremony tonight. But it was also one of the most rewarding things I've done in my 50 years of life. And I'm not going to go on and talk much more about it, but I'm going to let my buddies Philip and Ron, who is the person who helped organize the original Lei of Aloha group back. They started when the Paris attacks happened. So I'll let them tell you a little more about it and let the footage speak for itself. But let's not forget what happened at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Let's not forget those 17 young people that lost their lives, and let's hope that this never ever happens again.
Let us know why you came all the way from Hawaii to be here.
Yeah, the spirit of Aloha is very powerful. This project started 3 years ago with 2 people just talking about Paris and how sad it was, and we need to step up and make a statement and let them know that they are felt halfway around the world. 3 days later, over 200 volunteers, 14 truckloads of tea leaves from all the different valleys of the island showed up, and the lei was completed. And we're just average citizens. We had no idea what we were doing and how we were going to finish it. But because of the media, and next you know, we were getting phone calls, what do you need? And the day it got completed, 10 hours later, we were on United Airlines going to Paris and presenting the lei at the different memorial sites there. Again, 2 people sitting there talking about Aloha. And then from there it spread to Orlando, and that lei became 300 volunteers, finished off in 2.5 days. And the next lei was Las Vegas, 500 volunteers in 3 days. 2-mile-long lei was completed, doubled in size. More volunteers now statewide and California. So the Aloha spread started with 2 people sitting on a table, just carrying, and it's explosive.
Amazing.
And here we are with a 3-mile-long lei with the whole state of Hawaii. All our keikis, our students, teachers, and other volunteers, almost 2,000, weave their love and their mana. With every weave, they pray and they put good intent and their aloha into the lei. And here we are today. So I think Aloha, your question is very powerful. And when implemented, it can spread like wildfire.
I agree 100%.
And that's the message we want to send to the world.
Well, you're
Just
sending
takes
a
little.
beautiful, beautiful message, and I know from the community here in South Florida they appreciate it. And
Thank you.
that's
Thank you.
amazing. So your journey here, it's an unfortunate journey that you would have to be here. But in looking around today, one of the things I noticed is there seemed to be a sense of calm from everybody that was around or watching. Talk to me about that, because I even felt that, and that's something that I think you guys brought with you. I'm curious, what is that?
Yeah. You know, the spirit of giving, that's what Aloha is about, giving love. Whenever you give, we give with the intention of blessing the other party without realizing that the blessings come full circle and come back to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that calmness and peace, as we provide healing for this community, the healing, we're hurting too. I mean, these tragedies should not be happening. Children should come home from school.
Agreed.
And so we feel the pain, and I think that calmness you're feeling is, as we provide healing, we're also, without realizing, without that being the intent, are experiencing the healing ourselves. And this is what I've witnessed from the different leis we've done in the 3 years.
Wonderful. And I've known Philip for many years, and you've always had a great spirit about you. So how did you get involved, and how are you here?
I unwittingly got involved by, I was reading last Sunday, reading a Facebook post, and it was a post by the organization Lei Of Aloha for World Peace, and it said we're creating the intention was 2 miles. We're creating a 2-mile lei for the students at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, and we have schools and they wanted students to create the lei because it was a student tragedy. And so it said we have schools in Maui and we have schools on Oahu, but we don't have any other schools, and I'm very, very proud of my school, very proud of my state, and very proud of my students. And so I sort of just posted, I teach on Kauai, maybe I could help.
Yeah.
Maybe I could help, meaning I could maybe find somebody, or I could pass it along to somebody. And then I really don't, in fact, I've not even asked you, I don't really know. About 2 hours later, my phone rang, and it was our Kumu, who is our Hawaiian Studies teacher at my school. She was on the phone, and she said, hold on while I patch in Ron. And he started talking. Okay, so here's what you do: is you get the tea leaf and you weave the lei. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Like I didn't sign up for this. And then he got off the phone, and then Saber said, okay, so what we're gonna do is, and I said, wait, are we gonna do this? And she said, yeah, we're doing this. And I'm like, how do we do it? And she's like, well, we're gonna get tea leaf and we're gonna start. And so that was on a Sunday. Monday was a holiday, so we didn't have school. Tuesday morning I showed up at school, and at 8 o'clock there were tea leaves piled up and volunteers, and people from the community were showing up with food to feed us because they thought we couldn't get out to eat, and money for whatever you know, whatever your expenses are. And we thought it would take us 3 days to do 1/8 of a mile, but actually in the course of one school day, we had completed 3/16 of a mile.
Amazing.
And so, yeah, we packaged that up in a cooler, and then that was Tuesday. I think Wednesday, someone asked me, I don't know who it was, somebody said, you know, well, you have to send a teacher. They wanted a teacher representative from Hawaii. And I thought it should be Sabra, who's our Hawaiian Studies teacher, and she's, it's like she knew something, you know. She said, no, you have to go. And I was like, no, you should go. You're the Hawaiian Studies teacher. Like, I live here, but I'm not Hawaiian. I don't know. She's like, no. I mean, very, you know, a sage, kupuna. And she said, no, you have to go. So then I had the task of selecting a student, and I did a good job at that. I picked. Really,
she's amazing.
She's in so many ways, and this was really her strength. And I think probably my gift, really, if it was anything, it was being the channel through which she got to do this, because I think she added so much. So,
and I think each student and teacher was handpicked by Akua, by the higher power, because each child had something to really offer, and together, all of them as a team was very powerful. And so I mean, if we were to do the picking, you know, it would probably be a little different. But everything took its path. And as Philip is saying, I mean, you talk about the amount of time to pull this feat off. Normally you would have to have a couple of meetings, set up some committees, and maybe in a month it'd be done to do a 3 mile long lay.
Right?
3 miles.
1 day for us.
1 day for you. 3 miles is
for the whole lay.
Right. Wonderful. And for everybody who's looking at this, do you have a website, or where can they get in touch?
It's Lei of Aloha for World Peace. You can Google that, and you'll see stories of Paris, Orlando. We did one for Hokulea, which is our Hawaiian sailing canoe. There's also the inauguration with the Ladies March. We felt our country needed healing, and so we've done a few other lays, not just for tragedies, but
celebratory
But our hope
as well.
our hope is to start taking it to places where we can make a statement for world peace.
Beautiful. Well, thank you both very much.
Our future, protect our land, teach our children to lend a helping hand, protect our ocean, protect our sand, protect our mountains. Why can't we all just understand? Lei Aloha, Lei Leona, na kia kua ikuna hele e la kiki o hule kaua koko na kiuna nui kanani manu e hoe e hou mai ana o ke akua o mamau kahu o mako mako nai o mako nai o mako nai Last song was entitled We Will Rise, and I sing this song and the voices of those 17 people we just honored flow through me as I sing this song. It's self-explanatory besides that, but there's a thing I want to share with you. There's a Hawaiian saying translated to English, "When the heaven cries, the earth lives." So as the heaven's crying, we're rising, we're living, we're growing. The kiki of the land, the children of the land, na kiki o ka aina. And Lei Of Aloha talks about the lei of the children of the land. Ku'ulei na kiki o ka aina. Ku'ulei aloha. Lei of Aloha closest to my heart. Ku'ulei kuleana, the lei of responsibility, all of us. To malama each other, take care of each other. Ku'ulei na mea nui, the greater lei. Ku'ulei honua, the lei of the world. That song was written for Las Vegas initially, at the horrible shooting last year. But that's the song of our lei. And We Will Rise is the song of these 17 people and every life lost with injustice.
At this time, we'd like to have our students to introduce themselves.
Aloha, my name is Aliana Ho. I'm 17 years old and I am representing the island of Kauai. I'm a senior at Island School and my teacher is Philip Steinbacher, and I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Hello, aloha. My name is Philip Steinbacher. I'm a teacher at a small private school on the island of Kauai. We have 420 beautiful students, ages 4 through 18, and at least 120 of our students helped to make the lei. We were to make 1/8 of a mile. We made 3/16 of a mile in one day. Through the kind support of our teachers and our students, people in our community who came and helped. We had tourists who heard that we were doing it and came. Didn't know how to make lei, but they learned because they wanted to help. And so the strands of our lei carry everyone's love and mana, and all of the hearts of our students are here with the community of Parkland. we share your grief, and we want you to know we care. Thank you.
Aloha, I'm Callie. I'm 14 and I'm representing homeschoolers of Oahu. And I'm very honored to be a part of this day.
Aloha, my name is Crystal and I'm Callie's mother and her teacher. And we represent all of the students of Oahu, and many students have put their time and efforts into making the lei that you see here. And so it's not just us, we represent thousands of parts, students and teachers from all around our island. Mahalo.
I'm Chastity Ray Lewiki-Kimaro, and I'm from the island of Oahu, and I represent Iolani School along with the other private schools. And this lei is not only for your guys' healing, but it has also healed something in me as well.
Aloha, my name is Jasmine San Nakayama, and I'm from the island of Oahu. I go to Roosevelt High School and I represent the public schools of Oahu. And I'm so grateful and honored to be a part of this ceremony and to be representing all the thousands of people across the island, like all the schools and all the different people, different faith and different races. We all came together to weave this lei, and no matter how strained we felt, we knew that it wouldn't be the strain that you guys have felt, and we want to give you our love and our love. Mahalo.
Aloha, I'm Octavia Goodman. I go to Key Charter School on Maui, and I represent all the schools, public and private, and canoe clubs as well. And I just want to say, so many people put their heart and mana into the lei, and we just really hope that it heals and helps heal.
Aloha, my name is Ethan Villanueva. I come from the island of Maui, and I'm a part of the Kia Charter School, and I represent all the schools on Maui. And I'm honored to be here to spread aloha to you guys and representing our day and giving it to you guys and being part of this ceremony.
Uhola ia ka makaloala, puai ke aloha la. Ia ka aloala, hawehi mai nā lehua, mai ka ho'oku ia ka halawaila, mahalo e ke akua, mahalo e nā kupuna la ea, mahalo me ke aloha la, mahalo me ke aloha la.